don't, so he's a little left out. But it's me. It's Tiervex. You guys know me. Ex-community liaison, player on Phoenix, chip winner. Let me stop gassing myself up. I'm here today with Der Wiggler, our prod director, our goat, and of course the lovely Satat. How you doing today, brother?
Doing excellent. Happy to be here. Rookie season, but I've had fun so far, and I'm excited to see these teams duke it out. So, should be a good match.
Yeah, man, it's definitely an anticipated one. I mean, people are talking that Toronto kind of stole the draft, and Detroit got the number one pick, first round pick, number one seeded player Neves, and they just did a trade this morning also and got Doobie from Ottawa, I believe. So they're trying to build this team around, man. It's definitely gonna be a showing. It's definitely gonna be a showing.
Yeah, I've saw a lot of movement on Detroit side in the free agency section, so I know they're doing some swap ups, getting some stuff together, which is exciting to see. They've had time to coordinate and get better and figure out each other's comms and stuff, and see if they can execute.
Of course. I mean, it's only week one, man. People
Yeah.
have time, they could change, they could do it, all this different stuff. So, I mean, it's anybody's game still. I wouldn't let people get beaten up about it?
No, exactly. Yeah, it takes time to form balance and, as you know, comms with people and figuring
Of
out
course.
timings for everything. So
And like now I wish I turned my mic on or my camera on, bro. This is elite, bro. Satat's doing it.
we're
Salute.
trying. Should have
Uh,
shaved beforehand. I look a little scruffy, but we're
I
making
just
it
got a
happen.
haircut today too, man. I got all set up for this. I think it might be too late. I think the cam might be too late. Wig's busy doing other stuff, so it's all right. Maybe another stream we could set it up for you guys. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm expecting no caster curse, but we're gonna
Yeah.
have to do a caster curse. I'm expecting a 3-1 in the side of Toronto. What do you think?
I I think you got some wild cards on Detroit. I think they've got some practice. Those PlayStation controllers can work pretty well. I'm thinking you're going to see a 3-2 on the side of Detroit.
Oh wow, okay, okay, I'll
Yeah.
take that. All right, that's not bad, man. You gotta throw it in there, man. You gotta throw a little wild card action. I like it. I like it.
You have nothing else to balance your mojo against them, so
Right, right, right. Of course. All right, this is exciting. This is gonna be a good showing. Who are you right now looking at the most on these teams, player wise?
So I'm excited to see. I want to see some Hood play, and it looks like Lil Relief has been playing some Hood.
Okay.
So he's also got a couple others. So I don't know what they'll be running him as today, but he's been got a lot of Hood games under him. So maybe we'll see some Hood out of him. So I'm excited for that. And here we go.
We're heading right in, man. We're heading right in. They said no more talking. Let's get to going. Let's do it. It's the time.
First map, Hydra Base.
Oh, goodness gracious. It is hell's heaven. Some people love this map. Some people hate this map. This map is a test of, can you handle the dive? Can you handle your positioning? Do you know when the map will open and close? The pillars go up and down. This is a map, man. This is a good map.
That'll be interesting to see how they execute with the movement of the map and if their plan are to flank. You see a lot of teams come out and go straight right to try to
Of
go
course.
around, but we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fun things you could do with this map. All right. Little
No
technical,
bans.
little technical issues on our
Yeah.
side. It's all right.
Little test run.
Wiggy, are you able to turn off my cam now so we can give them the best stream ever, or no? Or is that going to take too long?
Pop back on.
Okay. Is that the what's it called thing that you sent me in the DMs a while back? Okay.
We were just
Thank you,
testing to
lad.
see if you guys are paying attention there.
Yeah, we got to make sure the chat knows what's going on, man. We got to
Yeah,
make
only
sure
one
they
person
know.
caught it.
Had to-
Yeah. Oh, now we're on Clintar though.
It is what it is.
It's my least favorite map playing wise. It should be fun
Yeah,
to cast though.
it takes a lot of knowledge, if you will, on how to play this map. This map isn't exactly the greatest, especially because it's very height based, and it's very rotational based. Rotational, the yeah, base. I guess you could say rotational base. So I mean, like I said, you know, Toronto, for a little insider information for people to know, is pretty much our URMRC team minus like 3 people, 2 people. So they scrim this map a lot.
Okay.
So they have the advantage, but big butt. Shout out Big Butt. Neves is our captain for URMRC. So he also knows it. So this is going to be the test to see if he can pilot a new team very quickly and try to get away with it.
Quick on the hood ban and save. I saw that.
Yeah, that's a really, really, really contested pick ban right now. It's really good. He creates a lot of metas, or excuse me, a lot of comps, and you have to either save the mag into him, or you have to match it, or you got to go triple. Like he's our game's version of Mauga. If you guys in the chat play or know a lot about Overwatch, only difference is he's a little bit more mobile, you know, and he doesn't have a CC ulti death match. You know, no Thunderdome here.
Yeah. And he's a Marvel character, which makes him infinitely better than Overwatch, right?
That is correct. That is correct. And he's Puerto Rican. Shout out my Tainos. That's my goat right there, man.
There you go.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna have an interesting series. I mean, these bans, they're pretty standard so far.
Yep.
Detroit banning out a lot of Crazy and Zaylen's bread and butter. They both play a lot of Elsa. They both play a lot of Bucky. Elsa, Bucky are also the 2 best DPS in the game right now. So it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. But the only downside is Detroit, you know, Neves, because he's a captain MRC, knows they can play other stuff. You know, they know they can go for the triple. They know they can go for a lot of different comps to really help them.
Surprised to see a Dino banned. Is there a reason that they're banning Dino here? Is there someone on the other team that mains him?
Yes, Neves' pocket pick is Dino, believe it or not. I know that sounds crazy to say, but Neves is really good at the Dino. Like, really good at the Dino. 1 second.
All right.
Yeah, and we made a couple comps around Neves' Dino to begin with. So it's definitely a threat. Dino's also slept on this season. He got a small buff, but he he's still playable into the right matchups, especially into something like a Hood. He's really good at the Hood. He's really good at the thing.
Get ready.
So
okay. Yeah, I've seen Dino picks. He's counterable, it seems, but that makes sense if he's a main Dino. But they got the Black Cat. Both teams have Black Cat, which will be interesting to see if there's some one-on-one action.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see it. Crazy's been practicing it a lot, and he's been loving it a lot.
4, 3,
so yeah, man. I mean, we could definitely see that going. That working for them. Starting out with Neves on the thing, though, he knows how broken that character is. He knows that if they go the cat, he can go for it, and he can make it really work for them. And not only that, but it's just a walking ult battery, if you will. So, I mean, this is perfect. Both teams knowing how to position correctly. They're going height, which is really good for them. It just matters who can get the first pick first to really change the trajectory of this game, if you will.
Ult already demeched and killed. Quick
yeah, can't do that. You can't be playing no Hulk into a thing that especially Neves on the thing. Especially with that one-sided Bucky. Remember, they have the Bucky on one side, the other side does not.
Detroit seemed to handle that cleanup pretty simply there, and got that early pick on the Hulk, which put it in their favor. One-on-one cat action.
Yeah, I mean, that's how this matchup's going to go. It's going to be who can disrupt the backline first, who can do the most damage first, who can really get the picks, get that money, because we like gambling here. As long as it's twitch.tv/United Rogue, Marvel Rivals gambling, of course, in that Twitch chat. But Black Cat likes some gambling as well.
Boring's looking for the flank. Trying to pick off one of those who has the backline, see if she's able to get it there.
I feel like myself again.
Quick kill on Jubilee. Purchasing some stealth and moving around.
Green screen on. Sorry, my bad.
Another pick.
Walk away. Sorry,
and
Cat.
cloak down.
A bad co-star.
Knees down, but Boring's trying to clean up. We are seeing a heal swap now. We have Loki Cloak on the side of Toronto.
Yeah, they gotta swap it up. They know that if they're gonna be playing, you know, a triple tank lineup, they gotta have enough fuel on it. You know, there has to be enough fuel dumping into that front line to really make a big difference. Especially because they have that thing and that Bucky who are just gonna apply that vulnerable. They're gonna apply that annoying amount of damage and just CC. So I mean, yeah, you need to rock that Cloak Loki, especially because it's broken. Cloak Loki is broken right now, especially if you have a hood. You got 4 blinds, that damage boost. I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah. The ult advantage on Detroit's side just slightly right now, but we'll see if the ult economy can work for them in their favor. Loki's building quick. Early Hulk ult popped out, and Black Cat down. But they trade.
Big trade.
Yeah, it's huge. If he's holding ult, we'll see as the first to pull the trigger here. Looks like
You
Vanguard
have that
is.
Meteor M coming out while boring on that cat in the backline does go crazy. It's a trade. Right now they are
Huge
both down
clobber.
1 DPS. Coming in.
Bang ult going up. Healers are still holding ults here. Their Cloak. Mag the counter, she's running though.
The Doobie James, our director, swinging a miss off the Kava, but he gets the greens out. But here comes Zaylen coming out with that Gun Devil right now. El Soy Milky now coming out right now. But it's not gonna win. It is gonna win them the fight. Excuse me. It's gonna grab just enough pressure for Crazy Cat to walk forward, get that kill onto Boring, and the Golden, the Hulk, the Goat is just running a muck on that backline right now.
Yeah. They got to get something to deal. They're killing him, but he's just popping back over and not phased at all, and just keeps jumping that backline, causing damage.
Ooh, he gets a big grab on Doobie, so Doobie can't get that touch. Golden is just keeping them back. I don't think they get it. They just last second get it. Buffalo, is that Buffalo Beastly? Does go in. He goes for the ulti, trying to get that Kraken impact. It does not go out. Drippy Faye comes in with that Goddess of Mischief to look for that Luna Snow ulti. It is a little too late, though, because they are 2 down. Neve's coming in with that TP. Hopefully, if you get here in time, they can buy out enough space and enough time on point for Neves to get here with that TP.
Antics is just popping off. Boring's trying to collect it. They got the teleport in time, but there's only 2 of them alive.
They are trying to buy time. Lil Reef is up, healing through Portal right now. Drippy Faye is coming back right now. Hopefully the greens is up. Keeping him up as well. Here comes the Golden, dropping that Super Hulk, that monster Hulk ulti. Greens come out from Drippy Faye. It's enough to keep one of them up, but Little Reef does go down. Neves is fighting for his life on this point right now, trying to clear it all alone. I don't think it's going to be enough that time.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you're right. You get to a point when you're on that where you kind of need to stop so you're not feeding their ults. So making them burn a Hulk ult at the end there is probably helpful for this next start of the fight, but
Yeah, I mean, ulti economy-wise, it's looking pretty even on both sides.
yeah.
The only issue here, though, is it's a one-sided hood. You know, and that hood is going to have that ulti right now.
30
And
seconds
it's going to
before
be
your
able to
Get ready.
create a big impact unless Doobie, with that Scarlet Witch team up, excuse me,
Let me
can
this
get
right.
that Meteor
You
M
can make a
powered up
really
and ready to go to
invisible
suck
shield.
in that Gun Devil.
Yes.
And hopefully they
And
can
before
just
you ask,
continue to
it's never going
get
to
some type of
happen.
momentum and steamroll through, excuse me. That's the
Yeah.
only opportunity.
Believe it or not,
No, you're exactly right.
Some things are more valuable than jewels.
The battle
Like
starts in
honesty
5,
and self-respect.
We'll
I
see
mean,
if
this is-
2,
Yep, sorry.
1.
no, yeah, as we'll see, see if he can get the Gun Devil. I'm sure he'll get the Gun Devil quicker than the Mag ult, but if Mag can pull it off, then you might have it'll be good balance to see if they can pull it off and get a hit.
Yeah, of course. And excuse me, Vanguard, not Doobie. Vanguard also has that ulti right now, and he's gonna have that Meteor M, so he can contest that arm and dangerous, that Kraken impact from Buffalo. So they do have to be wary of that.
Looks like the mission area is yours now.
we're seeing Neve swap back to the thing, and I think it's just because they want to be able to contest this triple tank setup they have and try to keep this ulti charge regenerating as quickly as possible for these supports in the backline of Detroit.
Oh, definitely. And the percent damage on thing, he drops. Antics popped his ult, like you said.
They do trade 1-for-1. Neve falls, but so does Crazy Cat. Doobie just got to stay on and try to keep as much pressure on the front line as he can. Both Meteor, or one Meteor M out, one Gun Devil ulti out. And the support ulti from Lil Reef is coming in, but there is two support ults on the side of Toronto. Cav and Jabba both have ulti, so they do have to remember that.
See if there's counter ult here if he holds it.
He does hold it. It is gives them an extra couple seconds. It is pretty good, but they do have to remember that blind is going to kill through, and there it is. That's the power of that Hood plus Cloak and Dagger team up. I mean, it goes straight through. Exactly, Satat. Damage amp, vulnerable. It's a mini rocket ult on a 10-second, not even 5-second cooldown per. I mean, the characters. The Hood's, he's not that broken. I'm going to be the guy to say. He's not that broken. He's not that strong. He's really not. It's his team-ups that are a problem.
Oh, I agree.
In Cloak and Dagger, S-tier characters.
Yeah, I think if you have Hood make it through, you have to ban Cloak because that team up is going to wipe you over and over.
Of course. Not only that, but they know that Jabba and Kava are both known for their Loki and their Cloak. So, I mean, I would probably ban one or the other. You know, not give Loki and Cloak to them. Maybe ban the Loki or the Cloak. Crazy goes in and does get picked off early. Golden has that monster Hulk ulti, and there is a Meteor M. Here comes out Boring with that Black Cat ulti, looking to grab some pressure onto the backline. Vanguard misses the Meteor M, does buy his team some time. He's dropping that clobber time, bucks from the anti-streak. He does get put down though. Drippy Fake coming out with that ulti, trying to buy some time. Will we get that blind again to kill them through the ulti Satat?
Yep, Loki got the good clone up, and now he's got to stay alive and not get killed in this again. Black Cat's trying. Free health reset with Loki, which is always nice.
Yeah, there's just too much damage on the side of Toronto. Too much health, too much damage. We are in a triple tank meta. You know, triple tank is king right now. And not only that, but Cloak and Dagger with a Hood is just unstoppable. So you just walk in and you just kill everything. It's just a chainsaw. It's a blender.
It is. That cat, like the fact that Loki's only died twice on Toronto is showing the ability of him staying alive with that Black Cat. Is huge for the team.
It is 90% so far, and we are looking at a lot of ultis on the side of both teams, honestly. We have the Gun Devil here. We got that Cloak and Dagger, that Eclipse, I believe it's called. And we have two Meteor M's coming out. Doobie does get a kill with Neve's help off the Vanguard. Jabba kills both the backline, though. Here comes that Crack and Impact. Is he going to get some resets? Bailey does pick up Doobie James, the GOAT, but not enough.
Not enough time for a TP right now. Neves is going to try it. Neves made it back, but no one switched to Strange, so not enough TP time.
No, neither of the supports swapped at the end there, and there was no TP. It is what it is. Hopefully going into the next one, we could look at banning probably some of these really strong picks right now. You know, if you're not gonna be able to handle something like that Hood team up with Cloak and Dagger, you should probably ban it out.
I mean, just look at those numbers that Hood put out. 19,000 damage comparatively as a tank.
I'm averaging like 30,000 damage a ranked game with the Hood, and it's like that's something, man. Like I'm playing in C1 Eternity, and the Hood is pick ban right now, and he's doing insane damage. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, 1 death, 10 final hits. That's crazy. And then the Loki just staying alive with the Black Cat in the back line. I want to get tips from him because when Black Cat's on the enemy team, I am dead all the time in the back. So
yeah, I mean, the Golden put in a lot of work. He really is, and especially with having that Black Cat synergy and having that assistance to really get the damage done and to have people walk forward and just kill your targets. You know, one right click, with that Hulk is demolishing. You know, it's destructive. Yep. And yes, Satat, I didn't want to leave you alone. The camera's on. They can see us all. We're both here. Shout out our prod director, Derwiggler. Hello, everybody.
Keep it real.
we're a new season, new us. We upgraded. We're
Yeah.
over here now.
We are. We're live or casting. You've got a glorious mustache, might I add.
Thank you, thank
So
you, thank you.
we're gonna
Yeah.
make it's gonna be a good season and these games are gonna be great. I love the flexibility with the team ups and just the different things you can see people do comboing, but Cloak Hood is just so strong right now. I think that you're gonna see probably a hood ban this next game, I would bet.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to take away the cloak or you got to take away the Loki. They both can't be in. You know, Jabba has been practicing on that Jubilee, so that is a fear. In my opinion, I would just make it a one-sided hood matchup. You know, get rid of the hood from them. Then you don't have to worry about that cloak. You don't have to worry about that Loki. And you don't have to worry about that Jubilee. They're still characters. They're still good, but nowhere near as strong as they usually are.
No, exactly. Who's it interesting? Interesting to the Loki and Viz on the end. I mean, Loki played both Drippy Faye played well on Loki, but it'll be interesting to see if they switch up their healer comp of what they're going to do here. If they try to save maybe something coming through.
For
The
sure.
cloak was available to them.
Yeah, it was, but I guess they don't play it on the side of Detroit, especially without
No.
that hood. They didn't want to try it. Um, Going into this next one, if I'm Neves and I know I have Neves, you know, I'm gonna look for maybe saving the hood for myself. You know,
Mm.
maybe letting us get away with it and not letting them. You know, see what they have to offer. Remember, it's a best of 3 or a best of 5, excuse me. So we have time here. Take some risks.
Oh, we're going to Thebes.
Thebes grin, man. Thebes grin.
As Weezer said,
Holy.
take it to Africa.
Oh, they are. As they said, and you know what? I don't know what plan Neves has in store, but Thebes is a very notorious on defense spawn hold map with triple tank, triple support, OG goats Overwatch style. So they should probably think about getting rid of something like a thing, getting rid of the Hulk, not letting them get away with that triple tank lineup again, and just hold them there. You don't want them to hold.
First ban cloak, so they got rid of one piece of the puzzle. So
Yeah, we got the cloak out and the hood out. You know, they don't want Neves on the hood. You know, they know that guy can play it. They know he can play all the tanks. I don't blame him. It also the team ups, like I said, the team ups really make the character, make the matchup, make it all just so much better. Um, in my opinion, I would also ban it out, but you know, here we are.
yeah, I definitely think hood is less counterable than cloak, but they might have been worried about losing
Yeah,
mag or something and not being able to save it.
yeah, for sure. I mean, Magneto is probably best in slot tank right now. Does the best damage, arguably the best health, best survivability. You know, those double bubbles are a get out of jail free card. And the Meteor M could be used for so many things. You know, it could be used for so many things. And I understand both sides saving it. We're seeing a lot of support bans. You know, Detroit doesn't want to deal with the very flexible roster that Toronto has to offer. And I don't blame them. You know, they have, in my opinion, the best support in the league. They have a droid. And Cav, you know, old school player. He's been in every season of URMR. And he learns a lot of them. And then you have Crazy, who's also a triple support player for our MRC team. So he knows the Atom, he knows the Ultron. So I don't blame them banning out something like a Manus, banning out that C&D. It makes you wonder if they're going to ban another support or ban out that hood.
Yeah, I mean, Gambit ban doesn't seem. Loki was decent last time. I can see a Loki ban.
Yeah,
Just don't have to deal with the lamps. The lamps is like a mini ult,
of
if not
course.
taken care of. So yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah,
Winter
I
Soldier
mean,
ban.
Winter Soldier is a good ban. They don't want to deal with that Elsa Bucky. Gambit's a good ban, and Loki's a good ban from Detroit. You know, and then here comes Toronto saving that hood. Like I said, hey man, it's a triple tank meta, especially with hood in, and we might be seeing it here again.
Yep. What do you see the thing ban? Maybe we're gonna see some
The pro
dive out of
heroes can make
Detroit.
all the difference.
Ooh, I would like to see that. That could be an interesting spin on things, and it could work out for them. Hmm.
See if they're messing with us or these are actual team.
I think we might be getting a little trolling, a little bit of messing around, maybe. This is our first Cosmic stream, I believe, as well. So hopefully we had a good showing for everybody so far, and hopefully the teams are really here giving it their all. That is true. You see,
there we go.
Zaylin is bringing up the Hawkeye. This is his pocket pick. This is his closest character to champion, and arguably the character he's most known for.
Hey, big man, you ready to?
He's got the skin to prove it. I love that skin. It's one of my favorite Hawkeye skins.
Oh, it's so clean, man. He looks so fashionable, and I kind of like the Slim Shady buzz cut. I kind of like it.
Rock solid.
Both teams are running interesting comps. I've never seen Crazy Cat play Iron Fist before, but we could see something new here. You know, Detroit offering not to go that triple tank lineup. You know, the triple tank on this first push is so important, and they're not going for it. They're just gonna opt in for that Elsa. They're opt in for that Hella. It might work out for them. You know, they got all angles covered for them. Buffalo.
Yeah, the dive is coming through right away. Early pick.
That's an early pick. They trade 1 for 2 though. Doobie goes down instead of Little Reef showing a little too much skin, and then Hawkeye taking the head clean off. You know, and Zaylin was watching that. It's okay though. We were only you know, just over a minute in. They didn't get that much. You know, they don't have 3 on cart right now. I guess they're looking for Saggers first, so they can then push later on. It could work out for them, but they just have to watch out though, because on defense you will statistically get those ultis quicker.
Yep, that is true. And Drippy is proving that right now, 78% already on the ult.
Ooh, and Boring taking out Zaylin. He's like, you can't take that off angle from me. Little
Yep.
taking out Crazy Cat on that Iron Fist, and then Golden trading the knees out as well.
Yeah, Elsa is scary, and Buffalo's doing a good job proving why Elsa is normally banned.
Oh yeah, I mean, Elsa and Bucky right now are just the damage dealers of the DPS class. You know, you used to be like Punisher, especially with that infinite ammo and that increased ammo economy. But now it's looking like it's gonna be something like that. The Elsa Bucky.
The Hulk is just devastating the backline. Wow. It's absolutely opened it up for Toronto there.
Feeling fantastic.
Oh yeah. I mean, Toronto getting a gorgeous push without having to use any support ults.
And Gert, you said Gert is golden, right?
Correct.
Yes, that makes sense. Golden is devastating on the Hulk. Holy smokes.
Yeah, the Hulk is definitely doing his job. He's definitely grabbing that pressure. You know, he's getting those good shields off, and he's doing a lot of damage, making a little Reef and Drippy Faye really uncomfortable.
Yeah, usually on defense, you're going to let the offense ult first, but if you keep getting pushed like this, you may have to try to do something. And there we see it.
Yeah. Here comes that Apex Predator. It does get 2. Doesn't get any kills out of it, though. Golden does get out, and the greens get dropped. And then they kill Ladoobie James. They get him done. Here comes out that Hawkeye ult. And then Lil Reese dropping that ulti a little bit late, and they collapse. Zaylin just walks forward and does not care.
Yeah, Hawkeye with his ult can often counter most of the support ults, especially if he's inside your bubble at the same time. So it's got to be something to be careful of as a support. If Hawkeye's ult is popped, you're safe.
Yeah, I mean, Doobie dying early there in that fight really hurt them a lot, because you can't pop that Meteor M to make sure that you know, that Hawkeye ult doesn't come out and devastate the whole team. Uh-oh, here comes that Royal Shuffle. It's coming out.
Oh, good bubble though by Doobie to keep that shield on Drippy.
Yeah, and Drippy he has to play their life. They have to play their life very cautiously here, because that Hawkeye is looking for it. Here comes this Goddess of Death coming out right now from Boring, looking to get that kill onto Zaylin or onto Crazy. He does get it onto Crazy, and Toronto does respect it, and they fall back. And there goes Boring getting picked up by Zaylen.
They need to get some pressure on Zaylen so he can't just free shoot, because he's getting pretty good value right now with his Hawkeye.
Oh, here we go. We have that Meteor M coming out from Doobie. We got that Royal Flush coming out from the God of Mischief, excuse me, of Kava. And of course that Monster Hulk diving the backline. But hey man, we talked about it before, Zatat. Elsa does damage, and they completely shredded that ult in less than 5 seconds.
Well done. They're still Toronto's still pushing there. You're noticing even though they come up, they're still getting the cart moving forward, which will be huge because this map, it is so long to get back to it when you have to respawn.
And he's trying to get back to his team, does not get back quick enough and falls just short, and they pick him up. Someone does have to touch. We have that Apex Predator coming out from Buffalo BC if he does not fall here, but he does. Banner is now gone. Hulk is back. Boring picks up Crazy Cat on that flank though. And is Doobie going to be able to keep himself up here with the help of Little Reef until his team comes back?
The response when Neve jumps in, just the whole Toronto turns back and pops him is just amazing. Like the coordination from Toronto right now.
And that's what I mean. Like it feels so bad to be Neve. You know, the captain of the team you help coach and make pretty much. And they're doing all the strats and all the plays that we do on the daily basis in those scrims. And it's being used against you. It's almost like a bitter feeling, if you will, Southside.
Yeah, the teacher has become the student, right?
Oh, yeah. And then Neve's picking up Crazy here as Crazy goes in deep. But he might get picked up as well. No, he gets out. He just gets out. And right now, they're going to be looking for a dry fight. Because both teams do have ultis, but, ooh, Zaylen picking up Boring, but he does get demeched. You know, Banner is here, Hulk is gone. Little Reef and Drippy both having support ults, but Zaylen also having an ulti, and he picks up Buffalo Beastly.
As one by one, he's picking them off. Detroit's going to have to put some pressure on Toronto, so he can't just sit back, but it's...
Ooh, Vanguard creating that Meteor M, using that ulti to try to grab some space for his team, and he does drop it onto Boring and gets a kill with his right click after dropping it. And Zaylen picking up that kill onto Neve. And you know what? They just need to drop some ultis here so they can guarantee this touch. The only scary thing is, like we said, Zaylen has that ulti and Doobie does not.
Little has to get a dodging. Drippy should have a free ult though, so they might be able to pull it back here.
Yeah, they should be able to hold them for a little bit here. Here comes out that ulti. Vanguard does pick up Buffalo Beastly. And right now, Neve and Doobie, as well as Drippy, trying to keep this cart going, or to stop going, excuse me, and keep it in one spot. Neve goes a little too deep and gets turned on very quickly. And Doobie does have that Meteor M to try and buy time until Buffalo Beastly comes back. Hopefully, to get a nice ulti out.
Get the Gambit ult into mag counter. Oh, nice snipe by the mag.
Very
Doobie.
good snipe. Yeah, Java trying to hide there, trying to get away from it, but it's not enough. Here comes that Monster Hulk trying to open the door right now, and it is working pretty well for him. He's dying with that Captain America ult last second. Black Hat dropping it as well, and 27, 25 seconds left on the clock.
The claws were out. Crazy Cat just popped off at the end there, just cleaning up everyone. Even with that great mag ult, she was able to wipe them out, and they were able to push it in with that time left. This map is a hard map to get to all 3 points, so.
Very. There's a lot of sight lines, a lot of hard angles you have to really just, you just have to be very wary of. And that is true. Golden did juggle Steve, so he was not able to drop that ulti. It did slow them down a little bit. I agree. But yeah, I mean, we're on defense now. You know, surely Toronto goes for a triple support comp. If not, okay, they don't have to. I mean, it is Thebes, and they know that triple is very meta on this point. Instead, they're opting for something of a brawl with a little splash of poke in there with them. So let's see how Detroit handles
30
that.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'm wondering if Crazy Cat only plays characters with claws.
It's kind of the flex DPS way, you know. You play all the weird characters, all the robots, all the claws and stuff, all that. Right now he's going on a little spin cycle, if you will. He's going up and down right now. He's taking a trip.
Making me dizzy.
Yeah, Crazy is finally adapting and adjusting to his role as a flex player. You know, that's one thing we've been working on with our players this season at MRC, is trying to make sure everybody knows what their role, their subgenre, and their character pool is. And Crazy knows he is a flex player, so he has to adapt that Wolverine and that black cat bag and really just go from there. And here comes Boring. They're doing a little 1v1 on the side there. They're both looking for each other. They're wondering who's going to get that pick first. Ooh, big grab onto Ledubert. But he gets out, and greens are used from Kava early on.
Wolverine passive just got passed. Crazy Cat escapes with 44 health, but passive is down, which is a big deal.
Warren trying to get that grab off here. It does not come to fruition, but they do get Banner out, and it is enough. Little Reef does get traded out for it, but they are close to spawn, so Toronto does have to remember they are one down, and they're very close to their spawn, so they have to play in a very restraint way, very, very conservative way.
That's a map where if you're on attack, you definitely trade into them because their run back is so far.
And these are Crazy going for that 1v1 on this off angle, and he does not survive. He's also going on the slip and slide right now. Buffalo Beastie getting taken out right now by Vanguard. They can't really get a lot of momentum and a lot of push potential if they keep falling down one by one.
He's in the spin cycle, floating at 80 health.
Yeah, he's going up and down. Boring is now down as well, but they do get that big pick onto not Vanguard, excuse me, D Golden, so that they are up now. Technically, because Boring is so close to spawn, he's even trying to grab some type of pressure onto this front line, or excuse me, this back line. Toronto's doing such a good job of just pushing back, especially when they know that they don't have enough damage and enough tempo to do something with it. Vanguard dropping that Meteor M is interesting, but he gets a kill.
He does, yeah. Freaking nailed the invisible woman. Not as invisible as she thought she was.
No. She was trying to hide out. I guess they're ulting for just for the secure, if you will. But Detroit does have that Apex Predator. They do have that you know that Angela ulti, that Spear of Heaven. But Neves gets shot out of the sky. You know, they're skeet shooting and they take him out very early on.
Yeah. Clipped her wings and dropped her. Oh.
But there is 2 support ultis on the side of Toronto, arguably the 2 strongest support ultis in the entirety of the game. So let's see how we can play with that one.
There we go. They pop first. Toronto goes in with Gambit ult. Mag counter.
The Doobie James killing the Crazy Kitten with that Meteor M, but Crazy does get an ulti off and shove everyone back towards their spawn. So Toronto does win this fight again. They still have another Royal Rush, excuse me, another Gambit ulti, if you will, for this next fight, as well as that Monster Hulk. We're not seeing a lot of tempo and we're not seeing a lot of movement from Detroit. You know, Buffalo Beastie right now is getting hard marked by this Hawkeye. And
yeah.
I don't know if the else is really the play for him.
No, they're going to have to pop, and they're going to have to just be aggressive with an ult and try to see if they can make something happen.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, they're just staying in one place for way too long. Oh, he's trying to open the door, and he does indeed do just that. All right. The Doobie Dames does get sniped. He does get sniped out of that Invis ulti. Here comes that Apex Predator. Here comes that Spear of Heaven. Is it big? Is it enough? Is it enough?
We got 2 down. But Invis drops. Last Vanguard just picking people off in the back line.
There goes that Wolverine passive. Golden is trying to buy time. Boring does pick off 2. It might be just enough for them to push it, but Toronto should be looking for a portal here to come back hard with this next fight, especially because they have that Hawkeye ulti, and the Doobie Dames himself does not have ulti.
So it looks like they're settling for the walk. They have time probably to get to the touch, but...
Oh, here it comes. Here comes that touch.
Yep.
Crazy Cat is on point. Here comes out that Daredevil ulti. Here comes out that Meteor M. It is a fight right now. Last Vanguard looking for Buffalo BC. Does not get the kill. Last Vanguard does kill Boring, though. James does get Crazy Cat. Here comes up Berserker Rage from Drippy Faye with that Loki ulti. I don't think they meant to click that one.
That worked out. They're even right now.
Ooh, but they are down.
Keep it going. Oh, they're down 1, down 2.
That Royal Flush coming out of Java Droid. Just really secure that fight win for them. And there it is. That is Toronto's.
0, 2,
They
3.
locked it in. That was the last Vanguard. I don't know if you saw the last fight. He picked off in the all, like just picked off the DPS and just opened it up for the team. Just amazing reflexes to see him. Daredevil was behind, and I thought Maureen was going to get a kill, but Vanguard was able to pop him.
Yeah, this is just showing the dominance of Toronto, honestly. I mean, when in my opinion, you know, as just a humble caster and just a little player, if you will, and hopefully on Power Ranking soon, I put Toronto and Lag, you know, as arguably tied for first in week 1 of this season, and they're showing exactly what I was expecting to see. You know, a lot of versatility on the roster, a very, very, very big champion pool, and I mean, Satsat, that kiting. I mean, they're getting dove, ultis are being dropped, and they're just okay. They just walk away and disregard the fight. They don't care.
Yep. That, I mean, just the reflexes, the ult economy they were doing, just coordinating so well. The last Vanguard, I mean, of that match was just nuts with his every time he Meteor M, no matter what, he got somebody. And so it's the value you can get, right? If you can't get the healer, you pop the Meteor M4, he got Crazy Cat, or he got, Boring, or he got someone else. It was pretty impressive. So
I mean, that's a season 2 champion. You know, that guy's he's one of my fellow friends. You know, I love Vanguard. Great guy. You know, we both have chips in this league. He also has so many chips in Overwatch. He's apparently one of the best tanks in North America on Overwatch, and I believe it. I mean, last Vanguard, try not to glaze too much, but that guy's a demon. I mean, that guy's a demon. It's just how it goes. You know, Toronto's roster, I said in the beginning of this, they kind of stole the draft away. You know, they look very strong.
yeah, no, they definitely, everyone on the team was playing very well coordinated and doing exactly what they need to do. Ult timing from the healers was great. It was just, you could tell they know what they're doing. They're coordinated together. They're calling out ults. They're timing. They're helping the backline. Golden on Hulk is ridiculous. I mean, so yeah, I would hate to go against them, but Detroit had some good plays there too. Boring on Daredevil picked off a couple people, was able to put some pressure on Hawkeye, so that was important.
Of course. I mean, not to sound too rude or BM even, but Detroit's issue is they have a lot of strong individuals, a lot of strong players skill-wise in certain aspects, but they're, how do I say this, very disjointed. You know, they're not cohesive. They're not one unit.
Yeah,
and it's showing. You know, it's showing very, very, very strong. Or very, it's clear. It's very clear.
yeah, no, and that's what happens when you have a couple swap positions, people trying to figure out what each other can do. It takes a long time coordination. I know as a healer main trying to coordinate with another healer, it takes so much time to trust the other one to know that they're going to ult when they're going to cast things, so you can be a little more protective. So working on that's important. But you're definitely seeing them, Toronto taking advantage of that, right? Antics picking off people here and there, and it's then the little panic that sets in on their Detroit when someone adopts. So
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they can adjust and change this time around, and really adapt and learn. And like I said in the beginning of the broadcast, it's only week 1, so a lot of teams get they get disappointed or they get depressed that they don't have that synergy. They don't look as dominant yet. You know, some teams and some players have been playing together for a very long time, so they're already ready for this. You know, like when, for example, a lot of guys in Phoenix, we lost to Lag already, and they're like, "Oh no!" It's like, "Hey man, it happens." A lot of us haven't played together. A lot of us haven't seen each other. You know, some people just have natural synergy with other teams and other players earlier on, if you will, and it's okay. It happens.
And half the teams are going to start with a loss, right? There's 8 teams, 4 of them are going to have a loss, but there's a long season and a lot of games to play. So
Yep.
figure out what you can improve and watch what you can do.
I mean,
We see the Gambit ban right away. I thought that might come out after that.
yeah, you got to get rid of that. It's the same thing with like the Hood. It's the same thing with those cloak and the C&D. Same thing with the Loki. You gotta pick and choose which ones you want, which ones you don't want. But what I was gonna say before on that last topic, a lot of teams if you look at last season, for example, SFC, right? They started off very behind. I believe they lost their first 2 or 3 games, and then they won the chip. The season before that, you look at Portland. Portland lost their first 2 games, or first 1 game, and then went on a winning streak. So, chat, URMR, anything can happen. You could turn it around. You guys can get stronger together. It just matters how much do you want it. That's what matters. How much do you and your team want it?
Very true. And you often learn more from a defeat than you do from a victory because there's things you can take away. And so something to take into account is you can learn to see what you play well and what you don't play well, or what the other teams are, and move from there.
Oh yeah. And not only that, but hey man, the trades are open. If you really can't get along with your team, you can't get along with your coach or your GM or whatever, trades are now open. The wire transfer is now open. There's a list, of course, etc. All that. Sorry, I just got not Donald. I got stonewalled. I saw in chat. I'm eating a grilled cheese burrito. I'm very jealous, Joe Wiggler. Thank you for letting us in chat know that. And we also said that read chat and tell them things when they need these answers now. So Kill K, you were asking about the points before. The mods did not tell you in chat. If you get 100,000 channel points, you get a URMR jersey of your choosing.
What?
Of your
That's
choosing.
amazing.
That's a lot of points, but those jerseys are expensive, man, and they're pretty hype.
They are pretty hype.
I have my Portland jersey from when I won. I love my jersey. Portland's, it's not a very nice looking jersey. We don't have very nice colors, but man, you got to show out. You got to show up for the team you represent, the people you care about. So hey, show up to our streams, gamble, as long as it's United Rogue Marvel Rivals Twitch channel, of course, not real money. We don't condone that. Win some money. And win some points, excuse me. And get a jersey down the line, man. Come on.
Yeah, heck yeah. I got my jersey on the way now, so I'm excited to see it when it gets here.
To answer your question, Ninja, who is funding said jersey and why have I not been informed of this for UROW? I have no idea what's going on over there on that side of the pond. UR is a very big organization, but we do not always talk amongst ourselves, excuse me. So I have no idea what their jersey situation's looking like and how you guys are getting them over there. Most people just buy them, but I believe our LO team is buying them for you if you get 100,000. Which is, shout out our LOs, shout out our prod team, by the way.
Stay strong.
Well, yeah, just watching alone will get you points too. So.
Oh, this is so shameless. This is so shameless. That. So this team that they're running right now, they're leaking our MRC strats, by the way.
Yeah.
They're leaking
I've
our
seen this
MRC
comp,
strats.
I feel like.
Yeah. They're leaking our MRC strats. They're just missing the Ultron. I'm wondering where the Ultron is. If they had the Ultron, they could really go with the rushdown comp. But right now, they're going for a triple comp with the double tank and the Squirrel Girl. We usually don't do it like that. We do it with the Bucky or an Elsa, and then we rush them down with the Penny, the Ultron, or even with the Storm. We like doing it with Storm, Jeff, Dino a lot too. You press all your cooldowns at once, and you just blow up one tank.
No, that Storm damage buff is pretty nuts when you're pushing with that. 3 tanks.
See, Zayla does get picked off very early on by Boring, but Boring gets picked off in return. So they have to watch out. They are 1 down, and they are right next to their swamp.
Rogue is chasing a squirrel around.
Neves is on that Rogue, and they have the Gambit to make up for it. Neves can play it all. He indeed can. He likes all the tanks. He plays all the tanks. He is the GOAT. I'm glazing. I'm sorry, chat, but it's just how it is. But yeah, this is shameless.
It says they're not even pushing the cart. They're just running it down on them. So it gives time for Detroit to get back.
Ooh, Boring almost getting picked off by the Squirrel Girl. That's something you don't see every day. Shout out OG Buns. I thought we were seeing, Oh, Crazy Cat almost gets 3-2-1 by knees on that height there, but Zaylin is ready for it with that Adam E. They have the soul bond. They have to be wary of that Sat because they can press the soul bond and walk, but instead they're going to use it to back off. Knees is very deep. Is his team going to walk up to help? And Doobie does pick off the golden, but Cav does clap and kill Knees. Is it enough? Can they survive? Squirrel Senki coming out, and it does kick out Buffalo Beastly. Right now, it's anybody's fight. Ooh.
It is. Looks like Toronto's putting a little more pressure on. Detroit's going to have to regroup unless they can get a portal off here quick.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get it in time. Neves is still alive. Lil Reef not swapping, wanting to keep that ulti charge for the next fight. They did get 2 minutes off the clock for them on the side of Detroit, but I don't know if it's enough.
And they got that first point pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And we got the White Fox ult, but Winter Soldier can rip and pull her off the edge up. No, you can't if he's dead though.
Yeah, this is the one issue I'm learning in this series so far here, Sata, is that Buffalo Beastly we call it the Icarus syndrome. He's flying a little too close to the sun, and I don't know if he thinks this is ranked, but Sata, you know this is an organized setting. People will call you out, and they will 3-2-1 you, and it's been happening to him this entire series so far. I think he needs to play a little bit slower, play a little safe, and respect the amount of damage, surprising amount of damage Toronto has.
Yes, definitely. I mean, they're finally regrouping, which is a good sign. And Toronto's still not pushing the cart, so it gives Detroit a chance to come back in here. And they have a quick small ult advantage right now, but it's about to be even.
Here comes out that White Fox ulti, excuse me, as well as that Emma ulti, and as well as that Royal Flush from Gambit. Jabba does get Wombo comboed in the backline. Here comes out that Born Again from that Adam Warlock. Knees coming in with that I'm taking everything. That's that rogue ult. Is it going to be enough to really get the kill? Sata, he does get Zaylin. He's running at Crazy Cat. A couple of BCG gets the Vanguard, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Toronto's looking stronger than ever, and they're not even on the back foot.
Oh, definitely. That was a huge freaking res, and now you got Detroit trying to recover. You still have ult advantage right now on Detroit if they can pull it off. Beast was able to hold his ult during that entire thing.
They do have 3 ultis for the side of Detroit, and they only have 2 on the side of Toronto, so hopefully they can make up for it. Lil Reef not dropping that ulti, instead trying to play it slow, but you can't sometimes. You gotta let it rip. Here comes that Kraken Impact. Buffalo Beastly slamming it down on top of Vanguard, but he does miss it. And here comes Kava with that Luna Snow, and he's just gonna sustain the fight out. Look like a winning fight for Toronto.
Now, I mean, Toronto played their ult so well there. Detroit had the advantage in ults right there at the end, but they just held on to him a little too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the difference in kiting and ulti tempo is humongous this game. Just, this game so far, out of all the Cosmic games, you could tell one team knows when to back up and to stop going so hard, and the other team doesn't. And Detroit needs to learn to take a picture out of the rulebook from Detroit and back up when they're down and out. Oh, the Boring does lock to that Daredevil. He does get a pick on the Crazy Cat on that Squirrel Girl. But right now, they get soul bonded and they're stabilizing. Jabba is indeed Kava getting that clap out, as well as that White Fox ult. Trading it for the Luna ulti. I believe it's going to sustain them because they don't have a lot of damage to really burst through that White Cat ulti. Vanguard coming out with that Meteor M, looking straight down on Lil Reef. Is Lil Reef going to be able to get out? He is not.
Vanguard was tracking.
Pushed like a bug, Sat.
Yep. Just tracked him the whole way. Little Leaf was running for everything, and nope. Said good night.
Unlucky. I mean, this dominating showing of skill here in Toronto. They're using their cooldowns very effectively, and they're using the space gorgeously. They're up in this fight, and then I don't know who the Gambit is. I think it is, I don't actually know who it is on the side of Detroit, but does drop
KX.
KX, okay. KX dropping that Royal Flush there at the JT.
Oh, JT.
Okay. Thank you, Prod Director Goat Der Wiggler. JT dropping out that Royal Flush on a winning fight, Satat. That's something you don't like to see. That's a little overkill, if you will.
Yeah, they were up 2 people already, and he popped it out. So I wonder if there's miscommunication about.
Is that a flanking Squirrel Girl?
That Squirrel Girl is nuts. Holy smokes!
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. And it's just enough pressure for them. I mean, it's just enough pressure, and it's just enough of a tempo shift for them to push this one really home. He's trying to get that punch.
The current score is 0-3.
Needs was
Time
just
to
a
switch
quarter of a
things up,
second from
including
touching.
which side
Almost.
you're on.
Almost able to touch that.
You'll need a top-notch
That was
Yeah,
an interesting
this
comp.
one.
Yeah, I think Toronto's gonna really try to hold this one in, and they're gonna be just as shameless, and they're gonna go for that triple, and they're gonna make sure they can't walk up.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here. I've seen the Fantastic get a little more play. Okay.
Yeah, they're shameless. They're very, very, very shameless. They're doing the. This is what I was talking to you about at the beginning of the game. We like to do the Jeff Dino, Storm, Adam, Ultron, with like a penny as well or a mag. You just like to swap out the certain pieces to what you really need, and the sustain you have and the ulties you have is insane. You would never guess that Ultron in the big 2/6 would be a main healer that does an insane amount of damage as well. But you know what? It works, especially with that team up.
Yeah, that Penny team up is absolutely nuts if used correctly.
Yeah.
It gets the amount of healing it throws out when it puts a drone on every single person on your team is insane.
Yeah, I mean, and Crazy's been loving that Jeff team up for Storm, and believe it or not, that little bit of healing it does is pretty good. Crazy, he really put us on when we were doing scrims. He was like, hey, we should try this Storm team up out. We should try this out. And ever since then, Crazy's been loving it, and he's been using it, and it's been just enough heals to really keep you guys going. You'll be walking out of spawn and gets 2-tapped. The entirety of the team just looked at him and put him on a t-shirt. You can buy it at Walmart. You can buy it at your local bodega. Doobie gone.
We will get you to the Weaver.
Emma wasn't long for this world after she walked out of there.
Ooh, boring trying to get that off angle, but playing as Adam, Ultron, Storm, you cannot do that, my friend. You need at least 2 people to really answer that.
Yeah,
You gotta
Beastly
remember
can get a good
Sat
hook. Oh, Doobie down again.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it. You know, you gotta remember, Satsat, those penny mines and those penny traps are a big deal. They give you the movement speed, they give you the healing, and that soul bond, especially with the Storm team up, will give them that extra damage. And he's not running it, but it does not matter. He's swapping to the Storm. He said, I'm sick of it. Let me on the DPS. We need to spawn break this, guys. I got it. And they do. They do kill 2. 1, excuse me.
And yeah, Neves was like, I'll control the weather here and kick the other crazy cat out of there.
Yeah. I mean, we're not in, no offense, Galactic, but we're not in Galactic. You know, they gotta realize when a comp needs to be changed, you gotta change it and you gotta decimate the opposition. You know, you can't just be comfortable playing your pocket picks. They're playing triple support or they're playing a spawn hold team. We gotta see that Storm Punisher or that Storm Bucky. It's gotta swap.
Yep.
And shout out Nees for doing it. You know, he really said, hey guys, I got it.
That definitely broke through it. Now you're seeing a little bit of switch up on Toronto, but still just Ultron, Adam, 2 healing.
Yeah, they're really testing the waters here, seeing if they can get the Storm team up plus that Adam Ultron, if it's enough heals as well as enough damage. Which, I can tell you what, it's definitely enough damage.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, with this, they just don't really have a counter to the Storm ult. They'll probably have to just res out of it if Storm
Yeah,
gets
for
a
sure.
ult off here.
Ooh, but they have to remember, they are playing double poke. Ooh, and then there goes Neves. Crazy Cat coming up for that flank. He's flying through the clouds, or the trees, excuse me, and takes him out.
Precision.
Buffalo Beastly using that Widow ult. He does get 2 kills for, or 1 kill, excuse me, and grabs a lot of space for Detroit. Ooh,
Zayla
Zayla's
is no
turn.
longer a throw pick. He can be played. Oh, did you that was a huge pick.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. That was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Crazy was hiding in that tree the entire time, waited for them to walk up, and then just press the E button, and then just splattered all of Detroit.
We have 5 ults to 2 right now. Hit Toronto with the advantage. Neves on Angela now, just trying to make anything happen.
Ooh, Jabba does get picked off early by Buffalo Beastly. Here comes that flank again from the Storm. He does get, oh, he doesn't get Little Reef. I was going to say he does get Little Reef, but he does not. Crazy Cat falls. All love Toronto's going to fall, but remember, they do have that res. Can they get it off? They cannot. Buffalo Beastly is hard marking that, that golden on that Adam there. Ooh, last Agar dropping that gun double ulti for the love of the game.
He just wanted to pop at the back to prove that he could do it.
He didn't want to die. He didn't want to die. He said, my KD matters. Here comes that Omega Hurricane coming out from Crazy Cat. Detroit does have that invisible boundary. Is it going to be enough? Them up. It is. Ultron reigns supreme. He's trying to keep his team up. He does get picked off by knees. Ladoobie James coming out here with that Emma ult. Ooh, and it's a brawl right now, Fat. It's just a brawl.
Complete ball. It's a 3 right now. Detroit has a slight advantage because Little Relief can get back quicker.
Remember, they still have that Adam res, so they still have whatever fight they want. You know, if Toronto wants to throw another fight, they can, and they can just Adam res it.
Here we go, Boring. Gonna get some pick with Black Cat.
Black Cat looking to grab some pressure. He does not. He gets picked up by Zaylin, and he falls just short. Here comes that that Luna Snow coming out with that ultimate from Lil Reef, trying to grab enough space with it. I don't think it's enough. They do pick up Crazy Cat.
They get one pick.
Uh-oh, here comes that Red Room rifle on the flank. Oh, one falls. Two falls. Three.
Yep, and the red picks him up, and Toronto's all back up. Boring gets a pick on Ultron though.
This cat is such a funny character to watch, isn't it? I mean, this character is so fun and balanced and intuitive.
Yeah. I can't even tell what the character's doing. Just teleporting everywhere. Can't hit it half the time.
Ooh, gorgeous pick from Buffalo Beastly as well as me. Going in for that wombo combo just to grab. Ooh, this Emma. Oh, here comes the gun double. Never mind. Flanking Storm on the back line right now. With that Heaven fall right now as well for me, but I don't think it's enough. This team's going to fall apart on the other side of the map. They have 38 seconds left at that. I don't know if they have the tempo to really hold it here or even push. I think, or excuse me, if Detroit has the tempo to push. Toronto definitely can hold it down with their 3 ultimates coming up.
Yep, Toronto has the Storm ult into the Mag ult, and you have Invis that'll only help. Hopefully you can get out of it to counter ult. They've got time though. It's got to be it smart.
The Mega Hurricane comes through the portal, does kill Little Reef. That Invisible Woman ulti comes out, but it's too little too late. A lot of their team is down. Tava on that Magneto, looking for that Meteor M. Does not kill, but, I mean, Detroit's not here. They're all falling apart.
Yeah, they can't get back in time. Neves is trying everything he can to stay on point. Doobie's there.
Doobie James coming out with that ulti, that Black Hat as well. Oh!
Down.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. That is it.
That is it.
Final game of the week, Satat, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, correction director, Goat, or Wiggler, but I think it's been a 3-0 every single game this week.
Has it been? That is interesting.
No, I'm talking about Cosmic. Yeah, Cosmic, there has been a 3-0 every week. That is Toronto Spitfire. With that gorgeous showing skill. Yeah, we're not talking about Galactic. This is a Cosmic stream. I mean, shout out Galactic. Of course, you know, shout out. Wow, they're all out of there very quickly. Detroit is gone. I mean,
they said later.
Later, GG. Best series of the week, hands down. By the way, you know, yeah, it was a Galactic series. No shade, of course, but it was definitely a very fun watch. But yeah, I mean, that goes on to what we were saying before, Satat. You know, do not throw all your eggs into one basket yet. Don't think your team is done and out. clearly the teams that are 3-0 already, or 1-0 already, they're either, have more synergy, they've put more time in the lab, they're friends, etc., etc. They have a pass together, etc., etc. Anything can happen and anything can change. It's week 1, man. We've seen some crazy upsets in UR. This is technically what, our 3rd season,
Oh,
technically.
nice.
So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's our 3rd real season. So, and we've seen a lot of changes over the weeks. We've seen a lot of teams adapt and change. Like I said, last season's the biggest showing of it. SOC, they were 2 and like 4, and then they got like another roster, and then they won the whole thing. Same thing season 1. Because last season 2, season 1, Portland completely. When I was on that team and we won the chip, we completely restructured our whole team. We picked up Steiner, we picked up Kwong, and we won a chip as well. Anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. It's just how it is.
Yeah, and you're only going to get better with time, right? Like play together, get practice, and just see what you did. Take this game, see what they did, and figure out changes you need to make or adjustments you need to do. But yeah, it's definitely not even close. Week 1, right?
It's week 1, man.
Yeah. You can't dial it in. I mean, and there's highlights to point to, right? Like Buffalo Beasley, he was popping off several times. We got really good kills. Doobie had some amazing dunks. So there's things to build on. Just keep going
Of
with those, and
course.
that's what you need to do.
Of course. I mean, like I said, right? Buffalo Beasley flying a little too close to the sun on that Elsa, on that
Yep.
Bucky. He swapped to something like a Widow, started playing with his support, started playing on the off angles, and he was getting a lot of pressure. He was getting a lot of kills, getting a lot of picks. He found out what really started to click and work for him. And that comes with time, and that comes with weeks.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then just Toronto, just amazing showing the flexibility of their characters and what other comps they could play. Pulling a little weirdness out at the end though to show that even they can win with a Penny, Adam, Ultron. So
But they also showed that they all can play different roles. I mean, the last
yes.
game, Zalen's on the Atom, or excuse me, Golden was on the Atom, Cav went on to the Magneto. I don't know if that's because Mag's kind of a, vanilla bread, the white bread of tanks right now, or if Cav can just play it all as well. Same thing with the Golden on the Atom. Um, but hey, Toronto showed tonight that they have experience, synergy, they have a lot of picks on that roster.
Oh, definitely. I completely agree. And the fact that you have guys that can flex DPS to tank to healer is huge, having that amount of flexibility. So do we need to pick an MVP for this? Is that
We do,
something
we
we
do, we do, we do. Um, we don't have a
okay.
screen for it yet.
Okay.
Hmm. I'll let you go first, and then we'll see if we
Okay.
match. Me, you, and Wig
Yeah.
all have to pick one. Let's see if we match.
So I'm gonna pick on Toronto the last Vanguard. I
Okay.
think just watching his tank play, his abilities, his picking people off, his awareness when his backline was getting dived and turning around. I think he immediately is my MVP pick. Like tank play, obviously sometimes gets overshadowed, but he was just doing amazing. So the last Vanguard is my MVP pick for this series.
See, I was gonna go the opposite. I thought Vanguard did really well today. He always does. That's my goat. But I,
Yeah.
I agree with Chat. I thought Zalen was grabbing every single opportunity on that Hawkeye and on the
Yeah.
and Wiggler. I don't know if you guys can hear him. I don't know if you unmuted the OBS on your end, but Wiggler also says Zalen. I think he really showed everybody that as a hit scan, he's looking at what needs to be shot. He knows who needs to be shot, when they need to be shot, and how to play safe. He's having his team, of course, because he has that extra added benefit of having Golden, grabbing a lot of that pressure, a lot of those eyes, if you will. And he's just taking heads, man. He's putting
Yeah.
names on boards. But yeah, I definitely think I was gonna say the Zalen or Vanguard, but Wig saying Zalen, I 2-1. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sat. That is how we do it here.
It's easy to
So
pick a DPS. I know. Feel for the
oh
takes.
no, oh no, not because he's a DPS. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Just know I'm fighting for you, tanks and supports. I'm fighting for you out here in the MVP section. So
Of course, of course. I mean, I would have gave it to Jabba, but Jabba, he didn't show a lot today. I just saw Jabba, if that makes sense. All
no.
right, we're closing it out now, though. Let's close it out. Shout out everybody for showing up today. Shout out
Yeah.
for everyone for being here. It was a first cosmic stream on the official Marvel Rivals Twitch channel of the season. Pretty good game. Yeah, it was a 3-0. It happens. Remember, it's week 1. More things are to come. Shout out to our production director, shout out to our LOs, and shout out to the players, and of course, shout out to the viewers. We thank you guys so much for coming. We thank you guys for being here as always. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. This league is a league for everyone. You remember that. We all love you. We think you guys rock. And Satat, any closing thoughts for
No, it was a pleasure
the audience?
casting with you. Awesome. Thank you, viewers, for showing up and watch these games, especially if you're on another team. Watch the other teams playing. It's your chance to get a little inside scoop on what you might be playing against in future weeks. So pop in and get some heads up knowledge before you play them.
Of course, man. Shout out again to you all. I hope you guys all have a great night. Remember, today is Sunday, going into that Monday week. It's going to be a miserable week. It always is. Have a great day at school, class, work, university, whatever you got going on through the weekend tomorrow. Shout out to you guys. I hope you have a great one. We appreciate you guys being here for our games and our matches. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night, guys.